In every season except for Season 4, speed skating returns now with a twist. Literally, there are turns in speed skating this time for the first time. It's been a straight track every single season thus far, but now, as you can see, there'll be a little bit more of strategy that our competitors must master. An event the Greenies, our hosts, traditionally excel at. They have stacked the second half with events of that type, hoping to prevent another infamous collapse. And I'd say it's working, but that would imply they have a lead to begin with right now. And they don't. As you can see, they sit in 13th down in the standings, about 53 points down of the Silver Dollars and the Marvelous Mints, who remain tied for the lead after the relay race. The Greenies will get us started against the Rainbows. Both Green and Red Orange have won this event before. Green in Season 3 and the reunion, Red Orange back in Season 2, and out of the gate the Rainbows take the early lead. The Greenies, though, claw it back around the curves and will stretch it and actually jip their way through the finish line right there. Our hosts winning early. It looked like they were slow out of the gate, but they made up the ground across the turn and will take a 7:30 to advance over the captain of the Rainbows. And they have to be thinking, man, that's a tough draw, taking the Greenies out of the gate. A team that has faced them in semifinals and finals before. Team Eagle will send Raptor. The Silver Dollars will send Sparkle. Sparkle also a winner in this event, trailing Raptor into the curves. Will have to make a claw back, and they take the lead down the stretch, and the Silver Dollars will win on the bottom lane. Team Eagle's best result in speed skating was a third back in the Season 1 B-League, so it has been a while for them. Sparkle won back in Season 2 over the previously eliminated Red Orange. Two more captains here in heat number 3 as Vanilla and Zeus of the Valiant Vanillas and Thunder Gods respectively, as Vanilla takes a huge jump out of the gate. The Thunder Gods aren't even close to catching them right now. They probably made up a bit of ground down the stretch, but it was way too little too late to catch the Valiant Vanillas. 7:43 to 7:71 will be Zeus's finally eliminated time. Well, times really only matter for the bottom half as Lynx and Celine, the Golden Lynxes and Moonlight Titans, two teams debuting in the Mid-Season Madness tournament, will make their way around the stretch. The Golden Lynxes hold the lead. Can the Moonlight Titans make the charge? And they do! The Moonlight Titans come out of nowhere to take the victory and advancement away from the Golden Lynxes. And that was a stellar comeback. The Moonlight Titans, of course, lost the tiebreaker to the Bronze Tigers last time out in the relay race. This time they were taking no chances and will take down the Golden Lynxes. You can see the perspective shift to the Golden Lynxes, stunned at their collapse in speed skating. The Blue Moons and the Frozen Felines. Eclipse actually won this event last season for the Blue Moons. Raiders holding the lead, trying to hold on against Red Eye, but it is not going to happen. Red Eye remains perfect in top half finishes in their career in the Marble Sports Games. Crater almost took them down, but it could not hold it down to the line. They will sit stunned now, watching as the Frozen Felines will continue their run, and the Blue Moons wallowing down the bottom of the order. Two reserves here, Tanner and Cyrus, a little bit slow out of the gate for both of them, a little bit more so for Tanner. They're neck and neck. Cyrus holds the lead now and is going to take it to the line for the Galactic Empire. Another winner of this event back in Season 1, that was Starry, not Cyrus, who's still searching for their first individual medal in these games outside of the reunion, where they podiumed in the sprint. The Berry Brilliance now will take on the Balls of Fire, two captains this time between Raspberry and Fireball, and again, top lane slow out of the gate is Raspberry. The Balls of Fire hold the lead commandingly, will advance. That was not particularly close, and the Berry Brilliance are starting to unravel here in the second half. Of course, the funnels looming in the distance will be a bit of a reprieve, I'm sure. if their funnel tournament results are anything to go by. But an 8:07 will put them in dead last, I believe. And the Berry Brilliants are a little stunned right now. The Marvelous Mints and the Purple Rockets in our final heat now with Spearmint and Saucer. And it's the Purple Rockets who jump out of the gun early, trying to catch the Marvelous Mints. And they were going to go lockstep to the line, and the Purple Rockets have advanced. What a job there from the Purple Rockets to hold down the fort, make the comeback, and take down one of the championship leaders in the Marvelous Mints. 200ths of a second. It's all the difference. The Marvelous Mints are the fastest of the rest. See 2 times there on 771. We'll take 2 10th place finishes. Down to the Berry Brilliants in last. The Greenies, our hosts, the Silver Dollars, our championship leaders, who will maintain a lead over the Marvelous Mints for sure now, since they got eliminated. Can they maintain a lead against everybody else? They're lockstep through the turns, but at the exit of them, it's the Greenies on top. And undoubtedly, Green advances to the semifinals in speed skating. I believe this has happened every time since Season 3. And Green with an impressive showing, 746 over 773 from Sparkle. And the Greenies starting to feel it now. They're sitting in 13th going into this. Will they have a shot at taking on their rivals, the Valiant Vanillas? Or will the Moonlight Titans play spoiler and say not so fast? The Vanillas hold the lead, and again a commanding victory as they take down the Moonlight Titans and will advance to take on their rivals in the semifinals. Vanilla doing a stellar job blowing their competition out of the water thus far. They're going to drop a 753 here compared to Celine's 774. The Frozen Felines and the Galactic Empire. Red-Eye versus Cyrus here in the third quarterfinal, and it's Red-Eye who jumps the gun quickly and stretches the lead over the Galactic Empire, and it's not going to be particularly close again. And the Frozen Felines will advance to the semifinals. If you can get a quicker exit out of that second turn and onto the straightaway, you can set yourself up nicely. And Red-Eye advances with a 768 and will face the winner of the Balls of Fire and the Purple Rockets. Fireball and Saucer lined up in the gate. It is Fireball quickly into the lead, stretching it over Saucer, who's going to make a game out of it at the line, but it will not be enough to topple the Balls of Fire. May have gotten them past the Mints, but the Fireball and the rest of the Balls of Fire will deny them advancement, trying to stake their claim in a title fight, and the Purple Rockets just trying to avoid last place, a distinction they're dubiously dueling the Blue Moons for at the present. So this will be a pretty familiar top 4 to the event as the Purple Rockets, Silver Dollars, Moonlight Titans, and Galactic Empire go no further. Green versus Vanilla, we've seen it dozens of times before. Oh, the Vanillas slow out of the gate. And we're going to let you know when they come around to finish this race. The Greenies are in the final and will get a medal. That's not a false start, that's a skill issue. And the Valiant Vanillas are going to be playing in the bronze medal match instead of for the gold. As you can see, rocking back and forth these two rivals. A lot of respect for one another as they continue to meet over the years, and the Greenies get the better of the two-time champions this time. It's the Frozen Felines, it's the Balls of Fire. Can fire melt ice, or will they triumph here in speed skating? Red-Eye with a little bit of a lead. Can Fireball claw it back down the front stretch? Oh, they might have. I don't know. It depends on when they hit that button or the finish line there. Red-Eye definitely held the lead. The question is, could Fireball tie it and surpass it? No! 100th of a second down to the final section of Skyrail. The Frozen Felines stave off elimination, and we'll watch the Valiant Vanillas and the Balls of Fire Can Ice Trump fire for a second time in a row? The Valiant Vanillas would like to make that happen, and they're cruising in the top lane for a bronze. The Balls of Fire, unfortunately, will lose 2 rounds in a row. The only team to do so because of just how the bracket style is set up. Vanilla wins bronze for the 2-time champions. And they're certainly thrilled with that. It takes a little bit of the sting out of losing to their rivals. But now, the Greenies, the Frozen Felines, for the gold here. Can the hosts get on the board with their first gold medal of the season? For the Felines, it would be their second. It's the Greenies to the lead. I don't even see Red Eye. The Greenies are going to cruise to their first gold medal as the hosts. And they will stand triumphant atop the podium for the first time in a long, long time. Congratulations to the Greenies. What's the time gap here? 7:28. Red Eye clawed it back at the end to 7:81, but they weren't even in frame for a little bit. The Greenies were just that dominant for their 3rd speed skating gold. The MRC taking it all in. What a track. A little bit of a action to spice it up with the curves, and as we saw, the Greenies absolutely mastered it. Green over Red Eye over Vanilla. 3 marbles, accustomed to the podium here in the Marble Sports Games with their second medal for Red Eye of the season. And the Silver Dollars lead will be 3 over the Marvelous Mints. The Felines do jump up into second, just ahead of the Valiant Vanillas. The Felines are the 3rd over the Vanillas. The Rainbows, Moonlight Titans, the Galactic Empire, and the Greenies have come knocking into the top half here with 6 events to go. We'll see you next time, everybody. I'm the Emperor.